Hello, I think I'm live. These things can go wrong sometimes, so I never know whether I'm live or not. But yeah, here we go. It looks like I'm live because I've got the laptop on for the comments on the chat. I've got the what you call it, the effective lava lamp thing. I quite like that thing. I got that from Argos. It was only £10. I think it was ages ago that I got it, but here we go. So yeah, we are into my live stream. Now, as you know, this video is about the Xbox 360. So I've got three models here that I've had for ages. One I've kept boxed, the bottom one, and the other two have always been unboxed. So there we are. There's the two unboxed ones, and underneath is the boxed one. That one at the bottom was generously given to me by someone at work for free. It's the Xbox 360 Arcade. I don't know if you can remember, but back then they called them the Xbox 360 Arcade, the Xbox 360 Core, and all these various different names. And these old-fashioned versions did suffer a lot from the red ring of death. So that's the reason for my video, because I haven't used them for ages. I was hoping to see if any of them have failed or if they're still going. A sudden a sudden oh, you're joking? I'm not even signed into YouTube on a laptop. One sec, bear with me. I need to sign into YouTube so I can see the chat comments. That's just typical, I don't prepare, do I? I thought it automatically logged me in, to be honest. So yeah, the Xbox 360 Arcade. Have I still got the live chat up? Yeah, it seems like we're still going. Okay, so yeah, anyway, so I've got the boxed one at the bottom. I've got this one and this one that I'm going to test live. TV's behind. There it is. Ready for input. You'll have to excuse if there's any cats that come in and out because I've got three cats. I don't know if you know. I used to have four. One recently passed away, but yeah, so anything can go wrong on a live video, as you know. So now, interestingly, it looks like the flap for the USB port is broken, but oh, that one's actually cracked. Look at that. Alright, so the flap on the USB port on the top one is like stuck down, and this one's just knackered. But okay, so let's have a look at the top one first. This one's got a hard drive on it. Remember when you had Xbox 360s with a side hard drive? Oh god, that's funny. Oh, I remember what I did. I upgraded the hard drive and forgot to put the screws in. But this is... yeah, it's Xbox hard drive. This originally was from Cash Converters. By the looks of things. $79.99. So this one, as you can see, is a non-HDMI model, so there's no HDMI ports on that at all. So we're just relying on this port here for any sort of video output. There's no Ethernet ports either. One USB port. Oh no, sorry, there is an Ethernet port, and there's one USB port next to it, and that's it. This one, the second one, oh, a bit grubby. I think I need to clean that up a bit. This one is the same story. It's a non-HDMI model. So you've got AV port, same story. Yep. Now, okay, this one's still boxed because I've kept this one boxed. It's either, well, SCART connection. Yeah, well, it is. Yeah, you can either have SCART or you can have component as well. You could get different leads. One would go to a SCART and one would go to component HD. Some of the original what you call it, manuals. Okay, so here's the other Xbox. Oh, this one seems to have had a history of being taken apart as well. Again, no HDMI. Oh no, sorry, it has. There's a HDMI port there. So this is probably more better. Xbox 360. That might be why I kept it in the box. I'm not sure, but it looks like it's come apart, as you can see. But yeah, this one's got HDMI port. So there's the three of the Xboxes. So I'm going to need to open this anyway because I need the power brick. There's the power brick. This one is a, when the camera likes to focus. Sorry about the focusing issues. Get some focus. 12.1 amps. So 12.1 amps on that. That might be an early one actually, because I'm sure they had 16 amps later on. And we've also got, this is what I meant before. This connector here can go either to a SCART, it can go to AV. Actually, I think what it did was it went to AV, then you had to put an AV to SCART adapter on the end, but they supplied that. But this particular one is component. As you can see, it's got three for the red, green, and blue, and three for the. No, it's got all them anyway. It's got all the component leads. Anyway, I'm sure you want to see if any of them work. I don't know if any of them work, to be honest. I haven't tried them in God knows how long. I've got the Xbox One down there, and ever since I've only really used that. But obviously, with the Xbox One, sometimes you can't play on certain Xbox 360 games because of them not being supported on the backward compatibility. So what I'm going to try and do, it's a bit hard to do it when you're holding a phone, is try and plug this power brick in, plug the leads in, and let's see if they work. So I've got the plug. Plug that in and plug that into. You'll have to excuse a very amateur video. Plug that into the wrong way. There we go. There we go. We've got the amber light, so that means it's on standby. Right, I'm going to try and get this over here and get the Xbox. This is the HDMI version, but I'm not going to be using HDMI at all because there's no point with this particular test. If I plug this in here, so okay, I need the SCART lead as well. There it is. Well, it's not a SCART lead, this is a component lead, but let's see if I can get that plugged in. It's got this thing on the side actually. TV. It's like a switch. Not sure what that means, but probably best to put it up to TV, isn't it? Might be a monitor or something. There we go. It's in there. Just drop the phone a minute while I plug the leads into the back of the TV, because that would be impossible. Blue. I think that's blue, red, green, audio ones, white and red. No, actually, I've just realised what that TV selector means. It means TV is AV. This is a dual lead. It's TV for, or the other way around for AV, and the other way around for composite. So this is actually a 2-in-1. It's either composite or component. Now I can't remember which way component is, if it's up or down. I'm guessing it's down. So what I'm going to do is put it down, plug that in. I need to find the TV. I'm so not prepared here. I need to find the TV remote, which I have done. So I need to put this on. What I'm going to put it on, it's got to be on that one, YPVPR, that's component. Okay. So it's all plugged in. So let's see if this one works. Do you want me to, I should probably put it vertical, horizontal, to get a better shot. Okay, so let's try this first one. Have I got yeah, I've got a controller. Got a controller here, it's wireless. So it won't be paired at first. Let's try anyway. Here we go. The green light's come on, that's a good sign. Oh no, it's gone back off again. Let's try that again. Staying on this time. Ooh, we have a picture. That's a good sign. So it looks like that one's working. Now, ever since I've last used this, it's going to have my old details, and I won't have updated the password or anything from my Xbox Live account, so I'm guessing saying that, I can't really do much anyway at the moment, because I need to pair the controller, don't I? So I think it was this button here. Yeah, see it's flashing there, and this button here, if I remember right. Look at that. Yeah, that's good. It's paired. Yeah. So about the focusing issues. So skip signing, that's perfect. If I sign in, it would probably ask for a password and all that. But that's not why I want to do the video. Let's see if the tray opens. Oh, tray opens. I know it was quite common for these to get a bit stuck. Right, I might as well try a game. Let's have a look what games we've got. Good choice. I reckon we should try Far Cry 3. Brilliant game. See what happens. I hope this is not one of them games where you have to install it, but I don't think that was so common on the 360. I think that come more into effect when the Xbox One come out. Let's see what happens anyway. Looks like my cat wants some of the action. That's a good sign, it sounds like it's working. This one seems quite healthy. It's loud enough. This was definitely a later revision Xbox because it's got the HDMI cable. Sorry, the HDMI port. So maybe they fixed some of the early problems anyway. That's looking good. Sorry about the focusing. I'm using my phone. Turn that down a bit. It's getting quite late. We don't want to annoy the neighbours. One thing I don't like about modern systems is you have to keep signing in even if you want to just play a game. My cat just ran outside. So I don't think, can I skip? Okay, that's weird. There's not a memory unit plugged into this, as far as I know. Anyway, I think that just means internal storage. I just want to see if the actual game works, so let's see what happens. So let's have a look at the comments. We've got SCART connection. I used to have my 360 connected to a monitor using a VGA cable and Manic Miner. And I put LOL at the end because I think the Xbox 360 would be able to handle Manic Miner very well indeed. I've got another comment as well. Evening Paul. Evening all. Good evening Salmon. Good evening ZB Dress, and good evening Manic Web and Mand Archer. So here we go. That's looking good. Still looks impressive to this day, Far Cry 3 does. Because this isn't a video, this is actually the in-game graphics. I mean, you have to admit that looks pretty impressive even there. All running out of this old Xbox. They are pretty decent devices, to be honest. So I do apologise about all the focusing issues I'm having. It's this phone, it's not like in the light levels in this room. So I think we can safely say that this one's working. There's no problem with this. And the fans are quite quiet as well. So let's eject the game. Right. Get that back in the case. Try number 2. So if I turn this off. So the HDMI version, my latest one, works, so that's fine. I'll put it over there, knowing that that one's working. So I've got 2 more here, and this one is a non-HDMI version. There's no way of plugging HDMI, so this is one of the early models. Sorry about the good thing on the top, it needs a good clean. Let's plug this in. Plug this in. Now obviously because it's a different Xbox 360 I'm going to have to repair the controller again. I should have used a wired controller really, shouldn't I? If I can get the power leading. Why isn't that going in? Let's try that again. Okay, that's weird, it doesn't seem to fit. Was there 2 different versions of the power adapter? Yeah, that one definitely does not fit. Okay, let's try it with this one a minute. If that's the same, then I'm going to have to get another power adapter. Yep, as he's saying, it's not the same. It's okay. It's okay. I've still got the other power adapter, but it's upstairs. You can tell I'm not prepared. Bear with me. I'll go and get the other brick. Okay, I've got the other brick. I'm hoping this is not the other one that fits. Okay. So unplug this one. Plug this one in. Let's have a look at the amps on this one. This one's rated at... Oh, this is the bigger one. So it must have been that the more modern one used less amps and the older one used more. So we'll try that again. So here's the grimy one. See if this one fits. It should do, because obviously it's a... Yeah, there we go. And we need this in as well for the display. Okay, so I've got the different power adapter. So let's see what happens with this one. Hold on to your butts or smoke test. Ooh, flashing green light this time. Anything on the display? Yeah, so we've got a display. Oh, don't worry about that flickering. My TV does sometimes. You just click out of it and then click onto it and it should remedy it. I don't know why it does that. If you go back onto it, it should no. Yeah, it's not the Xbox at fault with the flickering. Wow, listen to them fans. This one's running much hotter. And that's flashing, so that must mean there's something wrong with a stuck disc or something. Oh, that's really ramping up them fans are. And I can't eject the drive. It's not doing anything. Try it on the... look at that on the screen. It says opening when you press the button. It says... Yeah, there's something wrong with the DVD drive mechanism on this one. And the fans are really fast. So that's flashing. That's flashing. That normally indicates that the drive is being opened or shut, but it's just constantly flashing. Whoa, it's like a turbine. Prepare, yeah, that, as they're saying, prepare for takeoff. See if we can sync the controller. Try syncing the controller, see if that works. Yes, so syncing the controller does work. So I suppose if you can't fix that fault, at least you could still run games, digital, the games that you've downloaded from the internet. Them fans are really fast. So yeah, at least it's not Red Ring of Death. It's still a usable system. It's just that there's some mechanical problem with this. Probably just as simple as taking a DVD drive out and reseating the SATA connector or something like that. But yep, so number 2 is faulty. Right, to wrap the live stream up, I'm going to try number 3, which is this one here. This one is another cash converters one, $79.99. This one originally cost. So let's have a look. Plug the oh goodness gracious, I just dropped it. That's not going to help it, is it? Okay, plug that in. Plug that in. See what happens with this final one. Smoke test, as UXW Bill would say. Okay. So green light, that's a good sign. And again, we've got successful boot. Okay, this one it seems to have a disc in it. Played Call of Duty Ghosts, so that's a very good sign. See if it ejects okay. And it does, it ejects fine. Look at that, Call of Duty Ghosts was the last game I played on this system. See if it, and see, I need to sync the controller again. That's flashing again, it shouldn't be flashing. Okay, sync. See if I can sync this controller. But that's still flashing. That's not right. Try eject. That just automatically went back in straight away. Right, stop flashing this time. It says reading on the screen, so that looks promising. Play game. Yeah, that looks normal. There we go, Activision. Infinity Ward, so this is Call of Duty Ghosts. Fans sound a reasonable level. So it's, which one was it? It's just this one here. Still works, still usable system, but the DVD drive isn't working. Someone's mentioned about the new rubber belt, but I'm not sure it is that because it's completely dead. It doesn't even make a noise when you press the eject button, which if the rubber belt was gone then you would still hear the mechanism moving inside. It's possible that the DVD drive is completely fried. I mean, I can have a look, see if it is the belt, but they normally make a noise. Like the motor still spins even if the belt slips. Look, see, every time you try and play a game, you have to either create a profile or sign into one. You can't just simply just play the game. That's what I don't like about modern consoles. It looks like this one might be an online only one because you can't get into the game at all. You must be, yeah look, you must be signed into a gamer profile in order to play Call of Duty Ghosts. Well, there we go. So that's quite better than I was expecting. Only both two of them work, and the other one works, but the DVD drive isn't functioning properly. So that's not bad for these, because these are notorious. These old Xbox 360s, the old shape, are notorious for going wrong. And that one of them's about 10 years old, maybe 8 years old. I can't remember how long, but yeah, it's not bad that they're all still working and all of them have got the red ring of red ring of death. Touch wood. But saying that, I hardly ever use them, so maybe because I don't use them, they're more unlikely to get the problems anyway. But yeah, so there we go. Thank you everyone for jo- joining and participating in the live stream. And there we go. That's the Xbox 360s. That's all three of them. If anyone wants to know the serial numbers, don't know if it's written on them. It's three classic consoles anyway. Not in the era where consoles died quite quickly because of ball grid array chips and stuff. That Xbox One down there, don't know if you can see that. Not very easy to see. I've had that since ages, and it's never had a problem whatsoever. It's the original version. It's and yeah, and the Wii U above it. That's been very reliable as well. Even the Philips CDI is fine. So yeah, so that's the Xbox 360 live stream. Thank you for viewing that, and I hope to see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. with the Atari Jaguar Game of Day series. Signing off. Thank you.